Hello, it is Sue Rogers here from Sue Rogers Unedited. Sorry, I keep moving on this chair. The last episode I did it too. It's hot. I'm in California. It's hot. I'm upstairs. For some reason, these light bulbs make me sweat so bad. So totally random tangent here that I just went and took you on. But yeah, there we are. So today's episode, who else is like an introvert? Or sometimes you feel like you're an extrovert introvert, right? Because I'm talking to you guys, so that seems kind of extroverted. But I'm talking to you from the privacy of my own home where I'm not surrounded by a bunch of people. So as the years have progressed, and I guess maybe not, it's not something brand new. I like being around the people that I like. Duh, I'm sure that's probably not like some groundbreaking revelation. But what I mean by that is I like being around the people that make my soul feel at ease. Like there's certain people that I know when I am around, they're exhausting. Okay. And you relate. Do you relate to this? Certain people just drain your energy or make you feel agitated. I know that people listening to this, if you're still listening to me this far, or you read the title of this podcast episode, you get it. When you're around the right people, you feel at ease. When you're around the wrong people, it is exhausting or agitating, and you just want to get the hell out of wherever you are. Um, Even in small groups, like I'm a five or fewer type of gal. If there are five people or fewer, I'm probably feeling the vibe. If there's more than five people and everybody's talking all at once and talking over each other, and there's no like real like honing in to hear one person at a time, that fucking exhausts me. I don't want to talk over other people. If I'm sharing something with you, I want to be heard. I don't want to have another like side conversation start popping up in the middle of me answering someone's question that was in the whole group. Like, I don't know, that drives me nuts. Because I want to hear you. Like if I'm gonna have a conversation with you, like one-on-one is probably my best because I am so absorbed in wanting to hear what you have to say. I believe I'm an empath. So generally I'm fully absorbed and can feel what you're feeling. Like if you start telling me something and I start crying with you, hopefully not just without you, with what you're sharing, it's because I feel it in my soul. And I don't want to have a conversation where there's a million things going on because whoever I'm talking with, I want to be fully present in that conversation. If I'm sharing with someone, I want that to be reciprocated back to me. Like I want to know that you're fully engaged as intensely as I am in the conversation. So leaving my house to go do anything, I immediately have walls and guards up. If you've ever seen me out in the real world, um, I have a pretty solid resting bitch face, but it's also a protective mechanism. Like I'll smile if I make eye contact with someone because I'm not an asshole. But like I don't just start up all kinds of random conversations or try to take the center of the attention from the entire room because oh my god, that's exhausting too. Introvert, yes. Huge resting bitch face when I go out. I purposely have sunglasses that when I put them on, like I will go try on sunglasses and ask whoever I'm with, do these make me look like a huge bitch? And if the answer is yes, then I'm buying those sunglasses. But it's because I also don't want my energy being taken from me. I want to give it to the people that I want to give it to. I will say, I will smile as I'm walking past random people. But if I'm sitting in my car and someone's pulling up next to me, that's another thing I hate. Like when people stop legit right next to you at the same what, you want to roll down your window and have a conversation with me? You could have stopped a little bit farther back. I intentionally will not line up my driver's side window with somebody else's car windows because I don't want the side interaction. When I'm in my car, I am on a mission to go where I need to go and then go back home. Being in my car, I'm not trying to interact with other people on the road. I'm not out there trying to meet people. I'm not out there trying to give my energy to random people in the cars that are just trying to go do whatever they're trying to go do also. I will smile if I make eye contact. Not in the car though, because that seems kind of weird to me. And you guys, in all my years of life, I have been hit on way too many times to generally just smile in certain situations either. Like, no. Even actually, a Facebook memory popped up from, I think it was 11 years ago. I got hit on as an instructor walking around the college campus. And it was like one of the lamest lines I've ever heard. I think the guy asked me if I felt good. And I was like, yeah. Like normally I ignore that type of situation. You can feel the vibe of that coming off someone. Usually I avoid even responding and I just keep walking. But it caught me off guard and I was like, well, yeah. And he said, well, yeah, you look good too. And I legit was about to stop and ask him for his name so I could report him. Like, no, not appropriate. And I probably could have been, no, maybe not old enough to be his mom. I was 30 something. Point is, I don't want to give my energy to that dude unless I'm schooling him on how to not talk to a female. Introverted extrovert. If I'm out and we have a conversation, I'm engaged, I'm out there. I love to dance. If I'm out somewhere and there is good music on, I will dance all freaking night. But I'm not talking, I'm just dancing. I teach. I teach in front of 30 to 40 students at a time. But I teach yoga, which doesn't require a lot of talking. Or I teach Zumba, and Zumba requires zero talking. I'm dancing and people are following the dance moves. That I can do. But I've built my life to be surrounded by the people that I make me feel calm, make me feel safe. And it's really hard to get me out of that environment because when you build your dream life, that's where you want to be. That's the whole point of the dream life, right? Is you did it, you're living it, you're enjoying it, you get to absorb every moment of it and love it. And that's the goal. So if you catch me out, I will be nice. For the most part, no, I don't think I'm ever really mean. However, I'm sure there's people who may disagree with that. But um, just know it took a lot to get me there, and it takes me a lot to recover when I get home. Like if I go out of town, if I go to an event, when I come home, I am home and have to recover. Isn't that crazy? It's not crazy. I know you guys, a lot of you guys are gonna get it, but that's what it is. Introverted extrovert, also empath. If we have a one-on-one, know that I'm fully present and absorbed in every single moment of it. If you catch me out in public and I'm not super chatty, it's because I'm not feeling the vibes at all. And the environment is not one that I feel comfortable being open in. That makes sense. All right. Introverted, extrovert, empath. How many of you guys are the same way? Hit me up, let me know. And thank you for listening. We're on Anchor, Spotify, YouTube. You can find all the details for everything else on my website on www.balancedaylife. Subscribe, like, share, pass it all around. Hope you have a good one.